Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Darren Karp, and joining me now is one of the most fab people of the Fab Five that I know. We've got Karamo Brown in the house. How you doing, Karamo? Good to see you.
Darren, I'm good. Great to always talk with you. You're amazing.
Always, and listen, you're matching. I know you didn't mean to match, but of course, a Queer Eye guy has to match. And
literally, I think it was some subconscious where I just knew the colors that were happening with Salvation Army and but I promise you it was not intentional.
Sure. No, I know.
I swear.
Well, Karamo, you're here for a very special reason. You're teaming up with the Salvation Army this holiday season in order to rescue Christmas. What can you tell us about this initiative?
I mean, it's really amazing. So a lot of people know that I worked in social services before I got in television. And I used to actually partner with Salvation Army. This is way before. And I saw the work up close and firsthand that they used to do for some of the LGBT youth that I used to work with, some of the LGBT people I used to work with. So now that COVID has been happening, obviously so many families are in need and are challenged right now. And it's just been really hard. And so the fact that Salvation Army is stepping up and they're rescuing Christmas by making sure that so many people have resources like money, food, everything they need just to have a good holiday. It's been amazing. I mean, I'm spending the day here giving out food, and I have been reading to kids. It's just been an awesome day.
Well, as you said, 2020 has sort of been this roller coaster of a year, to say the least. And obviously, so many families and individuals have been affected by the pandemic. Why do you think it's more important than ever to donate and bring Christmas to those in need in 2020?
I mean, because we all need a little help. I mean, I've been there, you've been there, we've all been there. And sometimes we look at individuals who need help and we're like, oh, they didn't work hard enough, or they didn't do this. And 2020 has sort of been a great equalizer to realize you can't start to put these judgments on people. Every single person needs help. And right now, what needs to come out is that human spirit of saying, listen, if you need a little bit, I will be able to help you, because no one wants to see their child hungry, unhappy during the holidays. And so if we can just all help each other just a little bit and say, you know what, I got your back, we can all get through this together.
You're one of the many ambassadors teaming up with the Red Cross. There's also former First Lady of the United States, Laura Bush, Kane Brown, DJ Khaled, actress Candace Cameron Bure. What is it like to be in such company of helping a cause like this? I mean, you have good faces all around you, and it's all for a good thing, right?
I'm hoping that I can slide into all their DMs and we have like an epic Thanksgiving or Christmas party. Could you imagine all those people at a Christmas party?
That would be the best.
I will literally cook for that and record it. That would be you think Snoop and Martha is fun to watch? All of us, those people. No, but it feels good to be in that company, because at the end of the day, I have this platform, and if I can use this platform to truly help someone else, that's what it's always about. I mean, you've talked to all of us in the Fab Five. The one thing I will say that's true to each of our characters is that we do really want to help. This is not just for TV. It's not just for whatever. It's like, how can we just do a little bit and be honest and help somebody else? And so it just feels really nice to be in company with other people who want to help as well.
Amen. I can see you, Camden Cameras Bure, and Karamo as the new Martha and Snoop. I see it now, Karamo. I see it now.
Yes.
The Salvation Army is actually expecting that this year they will be assisting 155% more people than ever before, and therefore need to start earlier. How can people watching donate and contribute to rescuing Christmas?
Oh my gosh, you go to rescuechristmas.org, and when you get there are so many ways for you to donate money. There's also ways for you to donate your time, other things you have, because right now we all have to give what we can. And so you just go onto the website. You can find ways to give. I mean, that's why I said today, I'm giving out food. I'm also going to be giving my own money. I'm going to be donating. I also want to make sure that I'm reading to kids. Like, all these things help to make sure that people have a good holiday season and that Christmas is rescued for someone.
And to your point, it's not just monetarily helping out. You can donate your time, and that's just as valuable, right?
100%. Like, your time can be so important. People don't realize that the red buckets usually collect so much money and give so much resources to so many people. And this year with COVID, that's one of the main ways people usually give. And so now it's about people just passing on the message that even though you don't see the red bucket on the street, or you're not out because of COVID, we should all be safe. I got my mask here, and yes, it is red. That you can still go online and give the best way you can.
This year's ambassadors will be able to experience the Salvation Army's firsthand. How will you be involved with those services?
Yeah, so it's literally what I've been doing today. So like I said, this is something that I was doing before I was in television. And so now it's just continuing on and letting people see it. Because sometimes I get a little weirded out, I'm not gonna lie to you, when like, if celebrities are a part of a brand and they're not really there to give and really help, or they just show up once. And so for me, it's about like continuing the message, really making sure people know, give, give, give. Give during Christmas, give during the holidays, but also next year, think about other people that are in need. Like, let's continue this on. So like, it's about coming to different shelters and helping to pass out food, dropping off resources, spending time with people. I taught some kids today how to give themselves a hug and say, if you're feeling down or sad, like it's okay to hug yourself if someone else can't hug you. And it's little things like that, you know what I mean? On top of the money, on top of the resources that the organization needs.
Yeah, because screw social distance. We all need a hug. And so we got to hug ourselves, right? We got to.
God, seriously. No one taught me that as a kid. And so I was like, when I learned that of like, it's okay to self-soothe and like just to hug yourself and say, you know what? I got me, so everything's going to be okay. And to have these kids do that today was very special. It was a really sweet moment.
Amen to that. Karamo, I can't let you go before talking about what's next for Queer Eye, of course. A new season dropped this summer. What can we expect for the future of the show? Will the pandemic affect filming in any way?
I'm sure it will be, because our show's all about touching and loving, you know what I mean? Like, literally, we would be super spreaders if we went back right now, because it's all about like, and so we're trying to figure out how to make that work. That's sort of been part of the delay, is also with like making sure everyone's safe. But the one thing that has been really great is Netflix has been so clear and candid with us and saying, no, you're coming back. We're going to be finishing up the season we started. We're going to continue on. And so that feels good to know that we're going to be able to get back out there and help people.
And it's so fitting that you've teamed up with the Salvation Army, because you help so many people on Queer Eye, bettering their lives on a massive scale. What advice do you have for those who might be in need this holiday season?
Don't be afraid to ask for help. I think right now we're in a space where people are nervous to ask for help because they don't want to seem as if they're needy or if they couldn't do it on their own. And I think this is a real amazing opportunity for people to be vulnerable and to say, I need a little bit of help. And for those who don't need help, to say, you know what, I have a little extra that I can give. So go to, rescuechristmas.org, support the Salvation Army. I'm really making sure that they are continuing their support of LGBTQ youth, communities of color, like really working with them and making sure that they are helping everyone as they always have. And so it's really special to like just be here and support that.